Oh, hey, how's it going? Beautiful day here on Rocky Top. I'm Taylor Thomas, Assistant or Director of Alumni Student Recruitment and Scholarship here at the University of Tennessee. And just wanted to come into you, since you're here, I might as well tell you about tomorrow. We got Volunteering with the Vols going on in 20 different sites across the United States. We've got alumni volunteering with current students, volunteering with some prospective students, and just serving in their community, really embodying that torchbearer creed, the one that beareth the torch, shadoweth oneself to give light to others. So this idea with the admissions office, and we were really trying to recruit some prospective students to come out and just show them what it meant to be a volunteer. But this past year we started thinking about it, and who better to set the example for these students than our alumni, right? So we've really owned it this year, and our alumni chapters across the United States have set up these sites. So we've got all the way in San Diego, we've got a food bank that we're working at. In Phoenix, we've got another food bank that we're working at. In DC, we've got a national park site that we're working at. Down in Georgia, we've got a Meals on Wheels. In Atlanta, we've got a park that we are serving with. In Nashville, we got a park we're serving with. Here in Knoxville, tomorrow we're going to be doing a Habitat for Humanity build. So we'll be there on that site. So tomorrow, all of these volunteers across the United States are showing their communities what it means to be a Tennessee volunteer. I mean, it's truly just an incredible thing if you think about it. And we've got, I don't know if you've seen recently, but we've been in the news. We're getting some great coverage. So we're really looking forward to tomorrow. And if you think about, being a University of Tennessee volunteer, what does that mean? The reason that we're trying to draw such a big deal to this and make students pay attention to it, alumni pay attention. I mean, think about other schools. You've got some bulldogs, you've got some gators, you've got some elephants, you got like ship captains, I don't know, just all sorts of different stuff. But there's only one that is a volunteer. And you can't really be a bulldog or a gator, but you can be a Vol. And so when you come to the University of Tennessee, one thing that we want our students to leave with is that idea of service to other people, that really embracing that torchbearer creed. So if you haven't heard about Volunteering with the Vols, well, we've got a link that's going to be in our bio or in this post. So be sure to check that out, and you can go online, and all the sites are going to be listed on that website. So if you want to sign up, you can do that. Some of the sites might be kind of full now since it is tomorrow. We've already gotten a lot of registrations in. If that's the case, and you really do want to serve, or maybe you just want to serve but we don't have a site near you, one thing, just remember that, and then next year, let's do it. Let's get a site going. But for this year, one thing that you can do that's really easy is just maybe look over your neighbor's yard. Maybe they need their lawn mowed, or maybe there's some trash on your street. Maybe something going on in the community, some sort of service opportunity. So a great way for you to be involved in this tomorrow, even if you're not near a site, is to go out, do some sort of community service, lead in your community as a Tennessee volunteer, take a picture with your phone, and do the hashtag VolServe, and then tag @10alum. So we're going to flood social media with orange. This is about one day, one family, all Vols. Even if you didn't go to the University of Tennessee, you're seeing this, you can still be a volunteer. That's something that really unites us all. So just tomorrow, again, if you hadn't heard about Volunteering with the Vols, there's going to be a link in this. Again, 20 sites all over the United States. Be sure, even if you don't want to go out and look and do some service, just check out social media. Retweet, share, regram, whatever all the social media stuff is. Really help us out tomorrow and spread the word. Like I mentioned, if you're just tuning in, we've gotten a lot of great coverage on this. I think it's something that's really important, something that really represents us as an institution. It really does differentiate us from other schools as well. So, when you're walking around campus and you're just kind of thinking about what it means to be a Vol, there's nothing really that embodies that more than the torchbearer, right? And coincidentally, we just happen to be walking up on this torchbearer statue right now. And so if you're not here on campus and you're tuning in, you're watching this from home, whatever, if you remember when you were a student here or any time that you visited campus, and you see this statue, and you think of that creed, the one that beareth the torch, shadoweth oneself to give light to others. That's what this is all about. This is a reminder on our campus, a physical reminder of what it means to be a Tennessee volunteer. But tomorrow, in your community, you can be the reminder. You can be this in your community. If for some reason you can't attend, you can't be involved, you can't go out in your community, there's also another way, great way to support the university, and that's through a gift. So the end of this fiscal year is coming up, and I know sometimes it might sound like, oh, well, I'm always getting asked for money. It doesn't matter the amount. It doesn't matter at all. One thing that's super important for a university is to show that their alumni support the institution. And for our students, U.S. News and World Report rankings, all sorts of things like that really do matter with the number of donors, not necessarily the amount. It doesn't really matter that much. But when we're talking to our students and our prospective students, if we can look and say, look, this percentage of our alumni give back to their institution, this is how much the University of Tennessee means to people who went here. So service is one of those things. Giving your gifts, giving your time, that's just another way too. But if you have any questions, shoot us a comment. If you've got any questions about the site, any questions about how to give or support the university. But thank you all, and as your fellow volunteer, go Vols.